Well, good morning. It's actually about 2:30 on Thursday afternoon. So last Sunday morning, Kirsten Wagenius and Nicole Cook, they gave us a ministry update of what's happening with InterVarsity on St. Cloud State's campus. And one of the things that Kirsten talked about is not only should we be praying for our students, but also our faculty and professors. So in our staffing this week, we said, well, let's spend some time with professors on campus that are connected to here at Hope. So we spent time with two of our professors, Dr. Coleman Henry and Dr. Phil Gotti. And so we spent some time with them listening to what's happening on campus, but also ways that we can pray specifically for the two of them. Take a look. So from a very practical level, could you speak to how this semester is different than the semester that started a year ago in the fall of 2019?
So it is profoundly different in that when I go into my building, there's nobody there. There's absolutely nobody there. Humans are meant to be in dialogue continually, and they cannot do that, and that is very distant.
I mean, just the feel on campus just feels a little bit flat, and usually in a fall semester there's anticipation, there is excitement, and that hasn't happened this semester because of classes being more online and just less people around campus, and so campus just feels a little bit dead to me. For me personally, it's always a challenge because I'm new, and so I'm building new curriculum, and so I'm building new curriculum and modifying it to deliver it maybe more in an online or alternative way, and so that's a big challenge too this fall. It's really hard for the freshmen. That's who I am most fearful of some of the isolation that they're facing, just because they are new to college and they don't know anything different, and their classes tend to be more online. And so those freshman students I'm particularly concerned about, because of they're in their dorm rooms watching videos all day long of their classes. And so in terms of learning, I'm not sure that is the best way. They come to St. Cloud State for that experience of having maybe smaller class sizes, and so that's kind of what I'm seeing in terms of students.
So these students are coming in, and now their world just got blown apart. Last year, I knew my students were anxious, and the data from Barna and other places says that anxiety is profound. But now they're anxious, and they don't have a way to cope with that because we've taken away their social mechanisms. I also see the students are right now very withdrawn. In the same way that adults withdrew because of COVID, they're withdrawing because they don't know what to do. And so I was just looking at my grade books, and online assignments aren't being turned in. Guess what? That also happens in high school and in elementary. I see that they are seeking contact with each other, even though they're supposed to be socially distant. They're having conversations. And I also see they're being very protective of themselves. They don't want to take risks right now. They really don't want to take risks. And so all that was a part of them before has been just exacerbated by the situation that we're in.
What are some things that we can be praying for you and for your family as you're navigating this as a professor?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me is just the frustration with the work that I'm putting in. I can see, I mean, if I had to sum it up, I feel like I'm putting in more effort for an inferior product that I'm putting in front of the students. So I'm putting in more work for an online class, and it's not as good as what I would do if it was in person. And so that leads to extreme frustration for me, because I'm trying to balance, doing a good job for the students and making sure that they're learning what they need to learn, but then not spending all my waking hours doing that. I have a family, and I can't, there's only so many days or so many hours in a day. So that would be my biggest prayer, is just the frustration, or they don't lead to burnout, and I don't know, just encouragement, I think, would be the biggest two things.
So the thing that I need prayer for is I live and work in a world full of chaos and fear. And Christ is beyond chaos and fear, of course. But I need support and help addressing that. I am also, so I'm running these classes, and I'm running Zoom, and I'm looking at the monitor, and I'm running my PowerPoints. I need to make sure that I'm being sensitive to the needs of those students. And so I think some prayers of Holy Spirit kind of nudging me to look in their eyes from time to time, look above the mask, and to say, "Are you understanding this? Are you okay?" Because that relationship, I think, is really important right now. And then also, let's not ignore the staff. The faculty are there, we're facing the students, but there are staff members who are in offices by themselves. They're not having much interaction. They miss that kind of interaction. And so I would ask for protection, so we get prayer of no fear, no chaos, and then also just be sensitive to those people that are fearful and try to address that.